I ended up meeting, I went on an LDS mission, and I met somebody on there that has actually been on my channel. We call him Johnny Boy, and the Buckmaster, if you guys have seen him on there. And he was asking me what I was gonna do when I got back. And I'm like, I don't know. And he says, what are you gonna do for a living? I don't know. He's like, how's your credit? And I'm like, what's credit? And we were walking, and he turned around, and we went straight to a bank, and he co-signed on a card. And we went back to the apartment, and he just set me out a list of things. He's like, this is how I want you to use it. This is what I want you to do. When you get to this point, this is what I want you to do. And that started me on my journey of, I can change, like that. I was old enough at that point to realize, to put enough pieces together, I could change who I was in a financial way. I got a partner, and I learned something about this. There's a really valuable lesson. You can have two really good people that are good friends and put them in business, and it doesn't work well. And the problem that I had with my partner is we had the same skill set. So we were doing the same thing and sharing, like one of us could have handled what we were doing. So wasn't because he was a bad partner, wasn't because I was a bad partner, it was just a bad setup. That was a learning experience. I'm not good at what I do, but I don't give up. And I had a unique way of looking at this. I sold my roofing company for probably 1/10 of what the value was. And then I bought the assets of a towing company for probably 3 times what it was worth. I didn't even get the company, I just got the assets. And it didn't even own any property. And then when I realized what terrible deals I just made, I started thinking, well, how expensive is college? Did I learn anything from this? And that's how I will view things. When I get knocked around with something, I'm like, how much did that cost me? Oh man, that cost me $50,000. How much did I get $50,000 worth of knowledge out of this? Is there something like, can I course correct so that thing never happens again? And that's what I tried to do with everything that I was doing. I work for my audience, and I can't present them something they're not going to watch. I have no way to keep them there but entertain them. I'm a court jester in medieval times. You know, off with my head if it's not entertaining. And so I'd grown an audience that cared about what I was doing before it did it. So that was an accident. I would love to say that I was smart enough to do that, but I wasn't. My first YouTube video got 10,000 views, which if you're familiar with YouTube, you might be YouTubing for 10 years before you get a video with that many views. Stupid mistake, but I was trying. I was working on it, and it just fell in. Like I said, if you do 1,000 things, one of them might work. So I was filming, and I was editing, and I was uploading off of my iPhone. I actually had some help. My first 14 videos, I had a friend edit for me, but I realized pretty quickly that I wanted more creative control. I wanted to be in control of what message, like what the story was, and so I taught myself. I downloaded like a $25 version of LumaFusion, and I started editing on my iPhone. A lot of people that are in editing are like, you did what on your iPhone? Like, I could see an iPad. I'm like, no, I edited all these videos on my iPhone. The thing about entertainment, and that is the industry I'm in now. I'm in the entertainment industry. I am asking people for their most valuable commodity, which is their time. I'm saying, give me 25 minutes of your time, and I will entertain you, and when you're done, you will feel like you got a good deal. That's the offer that I'm offering. So I have this editor I've never met. I hand him my footage, and he gets the video back, and I hate it. I'm like, no. And Daryl says, can we test it? I said, yeah, but if this bombs, I'm taking it off, and we're gonna edit this video right. And okay, I hate it. I still kind of hate that edit. And that video went, so I was getting about 50% retention on my videos after about a week. That video after 2 weeks was at 82% retention, and I doubled my subscribers off of one video. Getting the right ideas from the right people. If you're an entrepreneur and you come up with your ideas, you got to surround yourself with idea people too, and you've got to be able to trust trust that. That's one of the risks right there. I've been talking a lot about risk management with my team, and I mean, not risk management, risk taking, risk versus reward. I guess that's risk management, but just partnering with somebody, just being on a team is a risk. You have to be willing to put yourself out there. That's another thing with YouTube. There's lots about YouTube. I could talk about YouTube all day. You have to open up yourself. You have to be vulnerable. If you pretend to your audience that you're perfect and that you don't make mistakes and that you are the authority in this particular subject and it all ends with you, they will peg you as a fraud because they know that. Everybody's vulnerable. Everybody is vulnerable. And that's one of the things that I've learned in YouTube. Because at first I'm like, oh, I don't want to show this. It makes me look vulnerable. And when they did that edit, I didn't like the way I looked in it. And that was one of the changes. I do like my viewers. I do like interacting with them. I do feel a sense of some connection that we have with them. And when we go to the shows and the meet and greets, I will stand there for 10 hours and meet people. I won't take a break. I'll have somebody bring me my lunch. And I really genuinely like meeting them and just interacting with them face to face. Mr. Beast, there's an interesting thing that Mr. Beast did with a channel called Zealous. Zealous. Mr. Beast gave Zealous a shout out and did a collaboration with him. And Zealous's next video got like 6 million views or 8 million views, some stupid number. And the one after that got 40,000 views, and the one after that got 6,000 views, and the one after that got, he was actually below his baseline when he was done. So if you think a big YouTuber can shout you out and make your channel, no. So yeah, we do participate in a tiny bit of trolling, but we try to be nice about it.